So
basically built the chassis, did the whole 9 yards.
So I'm with Walt, and this is his 1930 Ford. And you've been working on the car for how long?
About 18 years. Now.
18 years.
Yeah, yeah. It started out just a project I wanted to do, and it just it turned into this. Started a drag car down at Carlsbad Raceway.
Yeah.
And me and my buddy used to drag race down there, and they closed the track down, and then I decided to go street legal, and this is what it is so far.
Wow.
So still got a bit to do with it till it's finished up. But,
yeah.
You know, once it's done, then I'll have to start another project.
That's right. So what size engine do you have in that?
It's a 327 small block Chevrolet.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of horse in those.
Yeah, it's got the whole nitrous package and everything too on it.
Oh, it does?
So,
yeah, so when you're racing it, I guess, huh?
So it'll get you up and go. Yeah. It's pushing at about 600 horsepower.
600 horse, wow, that's a lot of horse for a car that size. When you raced the car, how fast did you get it up?
My quickest time was 1140s at 120 miles an hour.
Wow.
And that was fast enough.
I'm sure that's plenty fast,
especially
right?
in a Model A.
Yeah. So this is a Model A as far as the...
1930 Ford Sport Coupe.
Wow.
So, you know, the top will be covered with convertible top material. And kind of looks like a convertible, but poor man's convertible. It doesn't come
I love that color. That color is really, man, that thing really pops.
Burnt orange, yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted something a little different, something eye-catching.
Yeah, that definitely is eye-catching. It's funny because I shoot so many videos, and I go, like you were saying, I go to a lot of the car shows and meet the owners. Right. But a lot of times the cars that I shoot are the ones I see driving down the street, where I'm jumping out in the street trying to flag them down, saying, hey, do you have a couple minutes where I can get some video?
Take a shot of the inside.
Yeah, sure will. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
When we're done, I've done pretty much everything on the car. You know?
Oh wow, that interior is really nice.
Just tried to get a little bit different, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's really nice. And try to zero in here on the gauges.
Yeah, I took my wife's sewing machine and figured out how to use it.
Right here.
Yeah, and did all the interior work. Yeah, that's really nice. Get in on there. You got the water temp gauge.
Yeah, try to keep it as original looking as possible.
Right.
You know, without going overboard.
Well, it's kind of cool that you actually were racing this car.
Yeah.
You know, how long ago did the Carlsbad racetrack close down?
They shut down probably 5-6 years ago. Yeah, it's all commercial property now. But that was the track everybody went and raced at.
Yeah.
Go out and do the antique drags.
Yeah.
We were there like every single weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Is this your daughter?
This is my daughter.
Yeah.
So you've been watching your dad kind of, yeah, since you were a baby.
Oh yeah.
This is almost like another member of the family right here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, that's pretty cool that you can hang out with your dad and
Take my purse off.
take a cruise.
They did the trunk pretty much the same as the interior.
Yeah, that is really, really nice. You got the classic plates on there.
Yeah, original 1930s. That's like I said, I try to keep all the exterior original.
Yeah. Wow, look at that exhaust on the back there too. Holy Moses! Let me just zoom in on that plate. I just was with a guy down in Pacific Beach this morning, Ray Hamill. He's got a 34 Ford, but he had to, you know, when you get to customize, it's hard to get those old antique plates nowadays. Tough. You have to get them custom made.
Yeah, that was I got a lot of the parts at the Veterans Stadium swap meet in Long Beach.
Oh right, yeah.
All nothing but old car parts.
Yeah.
And I ran past a set of these here and got lucky.
Yep. Wow, those are some fat tires on the back of this thing.
Got to hook them up.
What size are those tires?
Big.
Big as in, yeah, that's big enough for me. Wow, yeah, this thing, that's a mean machine right there. Yeah, this is really a beauty.
Yeah, it's come a long way. You'd see the picture when I started with you, go, wow.
Yeah.
My wife told me when I hauled it home on a trailer, she said, you know what, the junkyard's right down the street. Keep going.
The whole thing used to be like the color of the texture of the
Of this right up here,
yeah.
yeah, the mesh kind of up here.
Yep.
Yeah, that is a nice little convertible style there, because I know on a day like today where it's about 75, 80 degrees, it's nice to have that breeze coming through there.
It'll be covered, you know, eventually it'll be covered.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, for me, I'm originally a Minnesota kid, so when I grew up, I always thought that California was cool cars, the beach, palm trees, and You know, so you know, whenever I got free time, I try to come down here, and then when I see the cars at the beach and with the palm trees and all that,
Well, there's a 34, the guy that's cruising right around here. We just passed him before we saw you.
Yeah.
And he went down the Strand, going down that way.
Yeah. Well, is there a lot of classic cars that cruise through here on a Sunday?
You know what? It's
Kind of hit and miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, nice weather. It just depends, you know. I just got bored and I said, "Come on, Danny, let's take a run." You know?
Yeah. Well, that's really cool that your daughter, you know, is coming out, hanging out with you in the car, and taking a cruise.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is the car that she did her first burnout in.
Is it really? Is this where you learned how to drive?
My mom got so mad.
So did you ever get to drive this car to school?
No, I wouldn't do that. Not in the parking lot.
No.
Just my legs, something would end up happening.
Right.
I got another truck, a 67 Chevy pickup, that I let her drive.
Yeah.
I drive that a lot.
You get a kick out of that one. That was a kick in the butt, too.
I love the front ends of these cars. The grill and everything on there. I'll take a few stills. I'll shut down the video here in just a second. I'll take some stills and then I'll post those on our SoCalBeachMag.net site.
Oh, nice.
And then I've got a YouTube page. We'll post them on there. And then I shoot that video up to a place up in Northern California called the Coastal TV Network. You know, and you know, because this is the kind of stuff here where if you're by the coast, this is the.
Oh, this is it.
This is what's happening.
Yep. Awesome.